story, the swine flu. Much of the attention is focused on Mexico City, but really the outbreak has changed life for everyone who lives in Mexico. That includes former CBS 2 reporter and anchor John Duncanson and his lovely wife Sylvia Gomez. They live in Puerto Vallarta now. He joins us live via broadband from Puerto Vallarta. And John, the first question I have for you is, how has life changed there in the past few weeks for you?
Well, it's actually been the past few days, Rob. I mean, the question right now for someone in Puerto Vallarta, which is roughly about 300 miles from Mexico City, is whether or not we have to fear a pandemic or the panic that a potential pandemic would bring. And right now, you're seeing kind of the beginning of a pandemic, rather a panic. It's a little bit like waiting for a hurricane to come. Right now, as you know, Puerto Vallarta is a big tourist town. Having been on the streets today, it's empty. There's nobody around. The restaurants have closed down. They closed them yesterday, and today the government came back, local government came back and said, well, okay, if you have an open-air restaurant with a lot of ventilation on the beach, you can open. But, I went around today. People are wearing these, the masks all over. I tried to get Tamiflu. Cannot be got. Doctors at the local hospitals here very frustrated because they can't get Tamiflu. So right now in this area, no confirmed cases of this particular strain of this kind of flu, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of organization going on, if it's come this way, to try to prevent it.
So does it make you want to just stay home? You're saying you're having to go around town and take care of some of your business. Does it make you just want to stay home for the next few days, or do you have to just get on with your life?
Well, I went around. You have to get along with your life, but I went around and I bought a lot of alcohol and swabs and to keep your hands clean. And obviously, what you had been saying, in your newscast, is you wash your hands a lot, and you make sure that that everything is clean. Today, the president of Mexico ordered all of the schools closed, and we have a 6-year-old boy, he's going to be 7 soon, and he's at the American school here, and the American school is a private school, but they closed along with everybody else. And I mean, this is all precautionary, and it really needs to be said that outside of Mexico City, there's not a tremendous outbreak of this kind of flu, but everyone's just kind of waiting and watching in the same way that you are in Chicago, saying, well, it hasn't happened here, but if it does, or are people concerned, that's exactly what we're sitting through here. We're just a lot closer, and there are a lot of people from Mexico City that tend to travel to Puerto Vallarta because it's such a beautiful place to vacation.
Do you think the Mexican government has done everything that it can do to make sure everybody is safe in Mexico?
Tough question. They're trying to do some things. I think they don't know. I think they have a real problem with, from the officials and the experts that I've talked to, I think they don't quite know how to test for this stuff. And I think a lot of those people that use the tally, this is up around 150 people dead now, they aren't exactly sure. And CDC, though they haven't said, hasn't tested these people. So they don't know exactly what kind of flu that these people have died for. I talked to one doctor, he said in a normal flu season in a city like Mexico City, it's not abnormal to get these kind of numbers. Even people who get this kind of flu, and people who die, get the normal flu, and people who die from it. The interesting thing from this point is who it seems to be attacking in terms of a death toll, and that would be ages 20 to 40, and secondly, this is not flu season, so it's abnormal in that respect, and certainly people here are concerned, but the testing mechanism seems to be a little behind the curve in terms of how do you test for this and how do you know what you have, because the gestation period is about 1 to 3 days, and very quickly you can become very ill, and unless you can test for that and know what to treat for, there's very little they can do. And again, as I said, Tamiflu is virtually non-existent here.
That's right. All right, our friend John Duncanson live from Puerto Vallarta. Give Sylvia and Spike our best too. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.